This local sports report is presented by Homewood Suites by Hilton of Cambridge, Waterloo, a proud supporter of local sports. Call now to take advantage of Homewood's Sport Rate offer and receive a discount for your accommodation. Homewood is your home away from home for tournaments and special events. Book your stay now by calling 519-651-2888 or visit Cambridge Waterloo.homewoodsuites.com. When we talked to Chris Newsome at the beginning of the season at Waterloo, Oxford, the goal was to get into the championship game, Chris, and now we are standing here doing the interview, getting ready for Saturday's championship game. You face GTA at 7 o'clock at University Stadium. What's the hype? What's the energy with the guys right now?
Everybody's hyped up for this game. I mean, when we played them the second last game in the regular season, it was an overtime loss, right? And I mean, rightfully so. Those guys are the cream of the crop, right? They're the top team, the team to beat, and all that. But for us, it gave us an opportunity to see that we can actually play with them, right? What the outcome of the game is going to be, we'll find out on Saturday. But at least from us, we're not going in there thinking we're outclassed or outmanned.
What did you learn in that game that you think you can bring into this game, right? I know you guys have game film. You're going to go over it. You're going to make sure you got all the I's dotted and the T's crossed. What are you expecting from that point of view? It was a close game last time. I'm thinking it's going to be the same this time. Little things are going to make a big difference.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's going to be a close game again because, I mean, they're still a good team, right? You can't take that away from us. And we're as good as we are, too. The key for us is to look at the mistakes that we made and try not to make those mistakes in the game again, to recognize the things that we did wrong that we could have done better, because ultimately they beat us, but we also beat ourselves.
Right. You're a defensive guy, and I know you're going to love when I say that I think you had 5 shutouts over the course of the season. I saw pick sixes, I saw scoop and scores, I saw a whole bunch of great stuff. What is it about this group specifically that makes it so dynamic? If you're going to win on Saturday, you're going to need another big effort from your D.
Well, our defense is ultra aggressive. I mean, I haven't seen a defense this aggressive for a number of years, as well as they're very skilled and athletic. And that's something in this game, when you're playing other teams that are really athletic too, you need to have that level of athleticism to be able to keep up with them.
Right. You haven't been in the championship game since 2017. You haven't won this championship in over a decade. There's a lot of veterans here. This would mean a lot to. What's the hunger level? What's the motivation level to get this done and finally hoist that trophy? And the best part is you have the opportunity to do it at your home stadium, Chris.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, for a lot of guys, it's about writing a new history, right? Because as you said, it's been over a decade. There's a thing going around where we're calling ourselves Outlaws 4.0. Okay. So they're going to start their own dynasty, hopefully. They're going to start a new destiny. So it's to look to the past to see what's accomplished and to try and replicate that and move forward.
One of the things I've seen this year, too, I really think you're taking this team and turning into a program. You've had some nice additions. You know, you've had some great university guys that have come in that made a difference. You got a lot of different coaches here. You're doing game film. You're doing all those little things that are taking it from just being an Outlaws team. You're trying to really build something. A, was that one of the reasons that you came back? And B, how important do you think that is? Not only about this championship game, Chris, but really long-term for this team.
For me, it's kind of unfinished business because my dream and my goal is to try and build a program as close to the university level as we can. Right. So with film, with coaching, with all the things that we're doing, that's the key. And from a longevity perspective, if we can put those things in place, then when I walk away, at least I know that we'll continue to generate guys coming in because they know they're going to be able to get here and get as close as they can get to university program. Or if they're preparing for university, they're going to get a taste of what it looks like and what it feels like.
Your message to the community of Kitchener-Waterloo would be what? On championship week, Saturday night, 7 o'clock, University Stadium, it's going to be quite something. You know, what would you say to the community at large right now, Chris?
Come out and support the Outlaws. We've been around for almost 20 years now, and we've been doing pretty much what we're doing. Yes, not always in the championship, but we've been doing it for a long time, and it's really good football. I think anyone that comes out will have to say it's one of the best levels of football that they've seen.
One last thing I want to give you credit for was having the Waterloo Region Predators out there last weekend during your semifinal game, the little U14 guys, you know. What was that like for you, though? It kind of takes you back to your grassroots a little bit, right? When you see these kids running out on the field, and maybe you don't realize the impact that it has on them, but to step into that big stadium with the big guys, I think it was just a great moment, not only for the Outlaws, but for those kids as well.
Absolutely. It was great to see their faces, to see how excited it was. For them, it was almost like being at a pro game and looking at pros and looking for autographs to be signed. I mean, someone was running around with a football to get all our guys to sign it. It was great to see them. It actually made me put a smile on my face, which is on game day not normal.
I was going to say, I don't see a smile on your face all the time, unless they get a shutout, which of course is the goal again this Saturday against GTA. That's head coach Chris Newsome for the Tri-City Outlaws. Don't forget, 7 o'clock Saturday night, University Stadium. Should be a great rematch from a great regular season game earlier this year. GTA and the Outlaws. Thanks for the time, Chris.
Thank you.